Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about something interesting that is happening within the GTA Online community, suggesting that it looks like something big is right around the corner. So we're going to be diving into what's been going on in case you had no idea what the community has been talking about really over the last 24 to 48 hours or so. And needless to say, things are heating up. That's for sure. So this has all started on the GTA forum site, and it's been building over the last couple of days, and it started when a staff member, Mach1Bud, actually just posted something kind of simple, but it really generated a lot of discussion. And it happened on Sunday night around 9 p.m., and it was just soon, okay? So it's interesting because this is coming from a reputable member in the community, staff member on the site. It's kind of like a cryptic hint, clue, etc. This generated a lot of responses from other members of the community, including WildBrick142, who is I would say, very reputable data miner, knows a lot about Rockstar and the GTA world. And he ended up sparking a little bit of discussion, saying, "You're trying to leak in the wrong forum." Then again, I guess if you were to try to post in the correct one, it would become very obvious what it is you're leaking. Not that it would be a wrong thing to just be obvious about it. Out of curiosity, what do you think of it? Obviously, without saying what it is in front of everyone if you don't want to. Personally, I think it's pretty cool and would have genuinely never expected them to do that, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. So I know this is a bit confusing, but WildBrick commented on this, and it essentially sounds like this individual also knows what Mach1Bud was talking about. And when they use the word them, they're referring to Rockstar, talking about things they never would have expected them to do and how it's pretty cool. Now, the reason I can assume this is about Grand Theft Auto Online is because this is taking place in the GTA Online next DLC speculation thread. So I would assume it's going to be all about that. So that's very interesting. Staff member on a very reputable site says soon, which is obviously like a hint, something's coming soon in the next DLC world. And then another reputable member says, "Why are you being so cryptic? Why won't you just talk about it? And do you think it's pretty cool?" I think it's pretty cool, and I never expected Rockstar to do that. Well, that generated a lot more response as Mach1Bud then chimed in on his own to respond and actually say this, where he said, "Oh, I know very well what forum I should be in, and I know what you know, that if I were to post in these forums, everyone would begin to know what we know, and I prefer it to just be us that know, you know? But all of us that know treat that differently. So if you want to post in these forums, I ain't gonna stop ya. But yeah, I think it's effing awesome, and I can't wait. I've wanted this to happen for many years now, and I'm glad it's happening sooner rather than later." So the tea is being spilt and the popcorn is coming out, because it looks like these guys are going back and forth, and Mach1Bud knows full well what he's doing by doing his cryptic teases in the forums. And so he essentially says that there's a group of people that know about it, and that this group of people that do know about what's going on can choose to do whatever they want. They can choose to post or not post, but he says it's going to be awesome and he can't wait, and that he's wanted this to happen for many years. So I'm trying to think back, what could this possibly be? Something that members of the community think are awesome, and that for many years now, we've been requesting it. I'm trying to think of some of the most popular things that are already in the game that players are potentially still looking forward to. One of the things that jumps out to me is maybe mansions, or maybe something to do with the water in terms of a naval update or something like that. I really don't know. Maybe it would be new properties. Maybe it would be a certain type of vehicle being added. All I know is this has generated a lot of discussion, and it doesn't stop there. As we heard from former Rockstar Games insider, Yan2295, so someone ended up asking, "Have any of your usually have more information guys given any proof of having more information since then?" And Yan says, "I can't talk for the others, but just for the sake of proving you wrong, I've posted a few hints since then. Think Cops and Crooks, and more recently, the island. But why does it matter? Just wait and see what happens. It's not like those people who believe leaks from random accounts no one's heard of before." So Yan is basically saying okay, I can't really prove that I have more information, because that's the whole point of having this information. There's probably some source that they can't reveal. But Yan obviously has a very good track record of, providing information, even providing some recent examples of the Cops and Crooks update, the island expansion for Cayo Perico. So there's definitely a group of people that knows what's going on next here in Grand Theft Auto Online. And then we ended up hearing from Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2, who ended up saying, I see interesting developments have happened here. Such a shift in the atmosphere. Nice to see that I wasn't the only one who was in the know that recognized QA Beta 2 was getting updates and thought the lads are once again cooking a nice small patch. While it's awesome news, I would recommend you hold your horses. Many were disappointed because they went a bit higher than the low bar we set for ourselves, obviously, usually to bug fixes. Nevertheless, welcome to the small patch club. So this is obviously getting very interesting, and I don't really understand a lot of the back and forth here, but it looks like TezFunds2 is also in the know, and he also has recognized that it looks like there's going to be a new patch coming to Grand Theft Auto Online. And the reason he knows this is he is actually tracking the Steam database page that is responsible for checking on QA Beta for Grand Theft Auto 5, which is essentially Quality Assurance Branch 2, and this one was actually updated 6 days ago. In fact, it's really the only one that's getting updated. As you guys can see here, the public branch, it's been a month since it was updated. QA Beta 2 was 2 months ago. QA Beta 3 was 2 months ago, and QA Beta was half a year ago. So it's really QA Beta 2 is the one that is getting updated, and even that was about 6 days ago. So he believes there is a small patch that is coming soon. And there's even more follow-up to this. This is kind of interesting. This is just his opinion, but he said, watch Rockstar attract all the new players once we are near the release of the Enhanced Edition. I wonder if we may get a Starter Pack Mark II. That would be interesting. You guys know the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, which at the time was cool, but now features sort of a lot of out-of-date content. Since that was introduced a couple of years ago, there has obviously been so much more added into the game. Again, more follow-up, him responding to a user that said, I'm just hoping that now we have the go-karts. The reason Rockstar didn't make races for them is because they know they can make some up quickly and add them no problem. Similarly to how we got some of the newer contact missions, if I remember correctly. And he said, I don't know about that. Seems like to me they need to drop a new title update to do that. Given how the pandemic is still affecting them, they would likely reserve such content to make whatever the next update is a bit larger than usual. So he is suspecting that whatever the next update is, it's probably going to feature some go-kart races. I just have my fingers crossed that the entire update is not about go-kart races, because that's essentially Mario Kart in GTA, which, don't get me wrong, is fun, but I don't know if I would want an entire update all about go-karts. It'd be like a fun little adversary mode, but I don't think I'd necessarily love to see a full update surrounded by that. And last but not least today, we also heard from Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2 again, who sort of dropped this last little nugget on what Rockstar could be potentially doing. And he said that the Starter Pack Mark II thing was just a joke. He wouldn't necessarily exactly expect that, but he is still curious that those first 3 DLC packs Rockstar added in March 2020, what those are reserved for. It would be strange if these are work-from-home packages or something. I mean, it's possible, but it could also be related to a long-term project like the Enhanced Edition. So that's the thing that I'm a little bit confused with here. I don't know if what these in-the-know people are talking about has something to do with the new DLC, if it has something to do with the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5, if it has something to do with the standalone version of Grand Theft Auto Online. There's a lot going on right now, but something big is cooking behind the scenes, and it looks like we're going to get notified of it sooner rather than later, at least according to these guys in the know. So I will, of course, be sure to keep you guys posted, but again, just keep in mind right now that a lot of reputable members in the community, there's some stuff going on, which is obviously making for some very interesting discussion. So I would, of course, love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think is going on here. Do you think we've got something big coming up? Do you think they're just talking about, do you think it has something to do with the expanded and enhanced version, standalone GTA Online? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.